Hey, hello everyone. My name is Laurence with the Rice Business Report, and this is a new offering for YouTube, for our YouTube channel, and also too you can get us on Facebook. We are here today, and I have got the pleasure of being with Mr. Leonard Hayes, who is one of the owners of Martini Blu. And for those of you who may not be familiar, Martini Blu is certainly a jazz hotspot here in the city of Houston. I'm just going to read something to you right now real quick. Martini Blu brings a classy jazz experience to Houston. It's already made a strong impression on music lovers around the world. We bring a unique combination of fine art, live music, crafty cocktails, and gourmet food served up to a classy restaurant-style atmosphere. Born out of our love for great music and great food, Martini Blu Jazz Cafe has become a treasure in Houston. Come and relax, listen to great music, enjoy a great gourmet meal, crafty cocktails, and fine wine with that special someone. Friends or colleagues, we invite you to experience the Martini Blu Cafe for yourself. Joining our camera right now is Mr. Leonard Hayes, who's one of the owners of Martini Blu. Leonard, thank you very much for joining us today.
Man, Laurence, thanks for having me, man. So I appreciate that introduction.
Hey, more than welcome, more than welcome. I think that jazz it's an art form that, because of the uniqueness of it and the strength of it, it cannot be forgotten. Okay, and tell us about Martini Blu first of all.
Well, Laurence, about 5 years ago, I relocated to Houston, and one thing that I saw was missing was jazz. You know, jazz is, first of all, I've been a jazz lover from age of 15. Great music, but it was lacking. You know, so one night, I decided to try to go out and just find a great jazz club. I just go listen to some good music, you know, and have a drink and have a great dinner. And to my surprise, I couldn't find not one place that was suitable to jazz. You go to all other major cities, whether you're in Chicago, which is known for blues and jazz, or New York, or even on the East Coast, it's plentiful. But in Houston, it was lacking. So I decided to do something about it, and I created Martini Blu. We're just bringing in national jazz artists from all over the world. You know, you name them, we had them, from Jonathan Butler to Take Six to Norman Brown to Kurt Whalum. You know, we believe in bringing in the best jazz, and not only nationally but locally as well. You know, from the likes of Kyle Turner, Dean James, and some of those amazing artists. All of them has graced our stage at Martini Blu.
So when someone comes to Martini Blu, just describe the experience. I would imagine, yes, I've heard that you get free parking.
Yes. Well, what we was doing was we had a great, we was in Galleria. You know, we had an amazing restaurant over there, but as of now, we decided just to get away from the restaurant piece and really focus on the national jazz talent. So now we got a great off-site. It's called the Lead Event and Occasion Center. It's a beautiful place on the north side. You come in, still enjoy our same great dinner, our great cuisine, our great martinis, as well as, like you said, free parking. One thing in the Galleria, it was taxing our guests because parking was hard. If anyone knows about being in downtown, midtown of the Galleria in Houston, everything is about parking. You know, so that was one of our downsides about being in that location. But since we have decided to do our events at this outside center, great parking, great facility, they still don't get the same great customer service, great food, and great entertainment, which is some amazing jazz.
You know, I get a sense, Leonard, that you enjoy seeing people enjoy themselves.
Yes.
So whether it's the jazz, whether it's the atmosphere, whether it's the food, the cuisine, and there's nothing like being out on an adult date. Okay, and I'm not talking about the drive-through. I'm not talking about any other thing that is beneath what you would like to have for a significant other. And also, too, you guys do corporate catering as also.
Yes, we do. And at Martini Blu, this is what we was getting. We was getting couples coming up and telling us, you know what, before you guys opened, we wasn't doing anything. We'll just sit at home on a Friday, Saturday night and pretty much do nothing. You know, it comes a time when men get to a certain age, they don't go to clubs, they don't want to go out to no riffraff, they just want to go out, have a chill night, please say significant nothing, go home. That's what he's offering at Martini Blu. 3.5 years, we never had an issue, we never had an incident. It's really about individuals and couples coming together, no matter what nationality, for one purpose, and that's the love of music. And we was able to provide that for 3.5 years.
Now let me speak towards the origins of jazz. And you and I had a previous discussion where I was asking you, how closely related is jazz to gospel music?
You know, it is close related because I always tell people it's a certain spirit that comes behind every music. And have you noticed something? If you call a doctor's office or a dentist's office or attorney's office, you hear jazz in the background.
Yes.
It's a very calming music. It's designed to put you in a different headspace. And the same as gospel music. Gospel music is a calming religious music that puts you in a safe headspace as well. You know, it's designed to what's the best way I can put it? When you listen to jazz and you listen to gospel, it's like you leave all your worries behind. What happened before that music brings everything into perspective, calms you, mellows you out, and puts you in a different headspace. That's the beauty about jazz, because jazz is one of the only genres of music that has no color, no nationality. You can bring everybody from every part of the world together, and they can all be in one room for one specific reason. That's the love of music.
Absolutely. So what you just said, that whether somebody lives in River Oaks, the Woodlands, 4th Ward, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, they still have that common denominator, which is jazz.
That's correct. That's correct. And even at our jazz festivals, we started doing jazz festivals about 3.5 years ago. In our first festival, we brought out over 6,000 jazz lovers, and they was from all walks of life, all income brackets. And we made it very affordable, and people were like, well, we travel to Seabreeze and all these other places, and what you guys charge for a weekend, they charge that for one day. Why do you do that? I said, when I grew up loving jazz was always considered expensive music. The jazz festival was $125,000, $150 a ticket. I grew up poor, I couldn't afford to go. So when I was allowed the opportunity to do something like this, it was just a great idea to make it so reasonable that anyone can come. Whether you have a minimum wage job or whether you're a corporate 500 CEO, you still should be able to enjoy a music as precious as jazz.
You know, with jazz, it's got such a rich history, but I guess that's why it's been able to stay as strong, even though without the enormous followings. Like, you may have cities like New York, Chicago, California, where jazz is a more pronounced entity with music, and particularly you may have more jazz stations. For lack of, the uniqueness of jazz has given it a longevity that we're still able to enjoy today.
Yes. Now, I would say if feathers and falters, but it would never die. You know, because it's always new jazz artists that's continue to rise up. And now, we think of jazz, a lot of people think of jazz of the 40s and 50s and 60s. What's happening now with the smooth jazz and the watercolor jazz is pretty much a lot of the R&B tunes just being played with instruments now. And they consider that jazz. Now, me personally, I'm a straight ahead guy. I love the straight ahead. I love the Coltrane's and the Monks, you know, and Miles and those different artists as well. But, you know, I love the new guys as well, you know, whether it's the acapella T6s or Norman Brown on the guitar, or even our great guy Julian Bond that's going to be here November 9th on the bass. Those type of artists still keeps it relevant and keeps it fresh. And now a lot of the younger generations is really gravitating to jazz, and those are the type of situations and circumstances that's going to happen when we introduce our youth to jazz that can keep jazz alive.
Sure. Are you familiar with the jazz artist Kenny G?
Yes, man.
Oh man, he is so smooth.
Yes.
And there's a song there, Last Train Home.
Yes.
Okay, man, I stop. Okay, if I'm in the car, I turn it off. If I'm home, I stop what I'm doing, and I says, man, you just gotta listen to that, and it just goes right through you. Okay.
And amazing with Kenny G, I never forget when I was in high school. You know, I'm from Chicago, so I never forget I used to hang with my guys and we listened to rap. But I used to have a couple of Kenny G's and those type of guys. I have a little CD, not cassette tapes. Of those guys, and I have those hidden, and every now and then when I'm in my little car, I'll put those in because I've always been a jazz lover. You know, I just always like the saxophone and the different instruments that come along with jazz. And the good thing about it is those artists that music will never die.
No,
That
no.
music will always be around.
Exactly. It's sort of timeless.
Yes.
Okay. So when I say to you, artists like Pat Metheny,
Yes.
Earl Clue, the record breaks, okay? So I'm giving myself away, but hey, I just love
You
this
give
art
me
form
a little
called
bit.
jazz. I'm dating myself, okay? But I just love this art form. And when you talk about these guys, you says, man, these guys were geniuses, and this is all before synthesizers. This is all before that artificial music that people put out. This was actually skilled musicians who they sort of reached inside themselves and says, hey, this is my song. This is what I'm going to bring to life.
Yes. And that jazz tells a story. You know, it shows their heartache, it shows their pain, it shows their joy. You know, but it's just a beautiful art form of music that I'm just privileged and honored to be a part of. You know, and I want to continue to keep that legacy going in Houston. One thing about jazz, if someone don't continue to pick up the mantle, eventually the fire can go out. You know, and in Houston, it seemed like when I got here, the fire was going out. You know, we had one radio station, KTSU, the only jazz station in town, and they only do jazz 4 days a week. You know, so it was something that people had to continue to bring that jazz vibe out.
Well, I'm going to allow you one plug, but no more, okay? Because that's the last time we hear that. But at the same time also, I have to believe that the spiritualness in jazz as it relates to gospel music, the spiritualness in jazz as it relates to the blues, okay, the spiritualness in jazz as it relates to Zydeco. I think jazz has given birth to so many different genres of music that you can lose count. But, you know, if you have a trained ear, you can actually hear, okay, a jazz artist, his music being sampled in other forms.
Yes,
okay?
you definitely can.
In other forms.
Especially in gospel, If you really sit down and listen to the richness of gospel, you know, you can hear a little bit of that jazz in there.
Yeah.
You know, even if you listen to a little Zydeco, you can hear a little bit of that jazz in there. So I feel that a lot of music has transformed and was developed through some form of that jazz train that was riding down the tracks. You know, and like I said, it's just a great sound and great music. You know, that a lot of people take a hold of, you know, and run with it.
Okay. Now, turning our attention towards Martini Blu. I've looked at the reviews. I've seen the pictures of the food. I've seen the pictures of the martinis. And a close friend of mine, she absolutely loves her chocolate martinis.
Yeah.
Okay. I had never heard of a chocolate martini. Okay. So how vast is the martini menu at Martini Blu?
Well, we was Martini Blu, so we had over 21 different martinis.
Really?
Yeah, and we can make them whether it's that lemon drop, the blue mine, the chocolate martini, you know. So, man, it's a great drink. You know, unfortunately, I don't drink anymore, and I was a martini man. But martinis is the good thing about martinis. I never forget when I first heard about martini. It was on James Bond movie.
Shaken, not stirred.
But not stirred. You know, and people didn't realize that martinis really was originated from gin. You know, now a lot of martinis are made with vodka, but it's a smooth cocktail that really, now martini is a favorite among women, you know, of anything, because you can make it flavorful, you can make it taste very tasty, and you can make it really whatever flavor that they like, you can really experiment with martini. So it's a great drink to pretty much feature at any bar.
So would a guy order a lemon drop or a blue mine martini?
You know what? A guy will order lemon drop. They will order lemon drop. Now, I don't know about the blue vines because a lot of guys, they like them dirty. You know, they just like give me a straight dirty martini with some gin, olive juice, a couple extra olives. So that's really, majority of the guys, they'll order them dirty. You know, so the ladies normally get, you know, the different martinis. So that was, exactly, and that was the thing about Martini Blu. It was pretty much catered 65-70% towards females. That was our biggest clientele.
Well, you know, women spend money. Okay, so women will spend, she'll order maybe 3, 4, 5 martinis until she's tight or right, whatever. And a guy will nurse a drink all night long. Maybe it's a Corona or a Heineken. He'll nurse it all night long. Okay. And so I say that to say this is that with the martinis and the music, you can't ask for a better life or a better combination or a better night out.
You know, and that's one thing that we always tell people. Come for the martinis, stay for the music, and come back for the food. That was our slogan. Because, like I said, when people get there, first thing, once they get the martinis, they start feeling great. Once they hear the music, it takes them to another level. Once they take the food, man, it just over the top. You know, so people that came to Martini Blu, that come to Martini Blu, one thing that we give them is great customer service. Myself and Sky, when we decided to do this, our main thing was this: let's give people what we want. That's it. If we go out and want to have dinner or go out on a date and do something, what do we expect? Give us some great customer service, give us some great food, some great entertainment, and give us a fair drink, you know, without breaking the bank. Always, our favorite thing we tell people, you guys look expensive. I say, well, wow, you can come to Martini Blu with a date and spend $100. There's dinner, a couple of drinks, and a live show. You can't do that anywhere, you know, in a classy atmosphere.
Did you just say that for $100 you can get a show, you can get dinner, and 2 drinks?
That's correct. Yes.
Man, I almost want to take this microphone and go to the club myself right now. That's kind of it's an affordable night out. It's an affordable adult night out. Let me say it correctly. It's an affordable adult night. So sometimes we get into a routine of a movie and a dinner, okay? And we go to places where we go to a nationally known chain. I don't want to mention no names, so no free plugs. I don't want to mention that you go there because you know that there's a price fix, and say you want to spend $40 or $50 for dinner. But there's no show, there's no drinks, and there's no ambiance.
Yes, and one thing that we realize is that people have lives. You know, when you deal with grown people with responsibility, they have mortgages, they have car notes, and entertainment is always on the bottom of the list. It's always on the bottom of the list because serious adults have serious responsibilities, and they believe in taking care of responsibilities first, and that's the way it should be done. So what we realize is that our audience are more mature audience, they're more responsible audience, so let's give them a reason to come. You know, so one thing we didn't want to do is make price a reason for them not to come. Yeah, because like you just said, when you go doing all this other stuff, he alley card. Well, one thing that me and liked about what they did at Martini Blu is, man, when I come to your place, I can kill 3 birds in 1 stone. If she want to dance, she can dance. She can have some drinks. She can have some dinner. She can have live entertainment. And guess what? When I'm done, I'm done. I can go home and I can be in my bed before midnight. You know, that was the beauty of what we offered at Martini Blu. And a lot of our customers really appreciated that.
Well, you know, obviously, when somebody comes to Martini Blu and they get their drink on, they want to dance.
Yes.
And when you dance, and hey, now they're hungry. So
Yes.
you can dance, you can drink, and you can eat. And the music is on point.
Yes.
The food is on point. Certainly the beverages are on point.
Yes.
So why would you not, why would you not treat yourself, to a night out, an adult night out, like visiting Martini Blu?
That's what I say as well. I was thinking the same thing. And we have service. Now, we have service over 80,000 customers in 3.5 years. So we have had great people that came in and enjoyed what we was offering, as well as our jazz festivals. Our jazz festival, we have service over, I would say, over approximately about 15,000 people to our jazz events as well. You know, so people was definitely patronizing us, and they still do. You know, we have developed a great, strong following in the past 3.5 years, and it continues to grow. So we have some world customers. We average 4.6 stars across the board, you know, in reviews. And I know that we are in a review society. Before anybody do anything, they read reviews.
Sure.
You know, so one thing that we pride ourselves on is our reviews, you know, and that comes with hard work, customer service, and not only that, Laurence, listening to your customers.
Sure.
You know, that's one thing that me and Scott was always good at, was hearing our customers, not just listening, hearing. And when we hear things, we make the necessary adjustments to make sure that if it's not right, that time we plan on getting it right the next time. You know, and when you give great customer service, sometimes your flaws are easily to be forgiven. You know, because you'll never hit the mark every single time. But when you give great customer service and give the great attempts, people are willing to give you an extra chance.
You know, I wouldn't describe Martini Blu as grown and sexy. I would say classy and sophisticated.
There you go. We can take that.
Classy and sophisticated. And it's sort of a level of service that people have grown to expect, but at the same time also, it's not found everywhere.
You know what, it's not. But if you go to any other country, on vacation, one thing you get is great customer service. And I was amazed when you go to Jamaica and them different islands, the customer service you get is impeccable, but when you come back to the States, it's lackluster. You know, but everybody expects a tip. You know, so even with our service, with our staff, it was contagious. We tell our staff at the end of the night, we don't pay you. Those individuals in those chairs pay you.
Sure.
So let's act like it. When they come here, let's give them the best customer service we can give them for the 7 8 hours that we are here. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on, was our customer service.
Hey, Leonard, let's turn our attention to your upcoming venue. You've got some shows that are coming in November, December, and New Year's Eve.
That's correct. We are starting our Winter Jazz Series, and the first show we got is going to be November the 9th. We got an amazing bassist by the name of Julian Bob. He had a #1 hit on the Smooth Billboard charts, Black Dynamite, amazing hit. Then he got another, I forgot that second tune, but right now it's number 20 on the Smooth Jazz charts. Then we have a great saxophonist, another national local artist by the name of Gene James. Gene James can travel the world, amazing saxophonist, and this guy is off the charts. That's going to be November the 9th, and the tickets for that event, $55 include dinner and a show per person. So for $110, they can come in, have a great dinner, great show, and even $25, we have an open bar for $25. So for $25, you can drink all night long. So if you like your chocolate martini, you can come and have 4 or 5 of them if you want. And it's $25 with an open bar.
That's plus your Uber driver who's going to
Yes, there you go, plus the Uber driver.
Now, you have a VIP package also.
Yes, VIPs is $65. You know, that gets you a little bit closer to the stage.
Okay.
You know, for extra $10, you sit there front and center, and you still get all those other amenities as well.
Now, are they allowed to take pictures with the artists?
The guests are allowed to take pictures. When the show's over, we normally have a nice spot that the guests can go take pictures. You know, also do CDs and autographs, different things like that.
Sure.
We always allow that. That's the good thing about what we do. A lot of times you go to these big venues, when the artist is done, they go to the back, get in their car and go home. What we like to do is make things a little bit more personal.
Exactly.
You know, when you're done with the concert, talk to the artist a little bit, take pictures, get autographs, and just get to know the artist a little bit more. You know, one thing I always tell the artists, at the end of the day, without them, there would be no you. You know, so the fans are important, and at Martini Blu, we let a fan be a fan, you know, and let them definitely take the opportunity to get to know these artists on a more close and intimate level.
You know, I would have to think also that the pastor and the first lady, the deacon and his wife, deacons and their wives, and the trustees and their wives would have no problem, okay, coming and enjoying a night out at Martini Blu than going to church the next morning. Okay?
Yeah,
not feeling guilty.
Yeah.
Hey, I was like, no, you wasn't at the club, okay, but you was at a nice, classy, sophisticated venue.
Yes.
Enjoying jazz, enjoying. Hey, if they come and I'm sure, you know, maybe they might order a glass of wine, but if first lady says, hey, I want to try that chocolate martini, hey, so be it. That's the first lady. But again, it's an art form that has grown, but at the same time also, if not for individuals like yourself and Sky, who are visionaries, who would say, hey, we got to keep this going. We got to keep it going. And here, I would say that jazz is a void, and you guys seem to be filling that void.
Yes, and we are filling it, and we want to continue to fill it. You know, one thing about what we love about jazz is, again, the smile that we put on people's faces. I think that's more priceless than anything. And then the relationships that we have developed over the last 3.5 years with just some great people, just from one relationship, and that's the love of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about 3.5 years. We never had an issue. We never had to keep going out. We never had a fight. We never had to call authorities for anything, because people are there to really enjoy themselves.
Mm-hmm. Before we go any further, just give us your website, your actual physical address for the venues coming up in November, December, and New Year's Eve.
All right, the venue is called The Elite Banquet Facility, and it's at 5020 FM 1960 West. It's on the north side of Houston. Our website is Martini, Martini, BLU Houston.com. You can get your tickets there, and if you have any questions, you can always call 713-518-2355.
Do you recommend somebody making reservations?
Yes, you definitely want to do reservations. We bid on reservations because we believe that if you make reservations, you shouldn't have to wait. That's one thing that we pride ourselves in. If you got a 7 o'clock reservation, you would not come to Martini Blu, and we would tell you you have to wait 15 minutes. We never believe in overbooking because we just think that's unethical. If you know that a person got a reservation, when they get there, you should be ready for them.
Sure.
So definitely want to get your tickets online. Like I said, Martini Blu Houston.com, and get your tickets, and just come out and enjoy some great jazz, great food, some delicious martinis.
Now, those dates, are there going to be 2 shows per night?
No, we're only going to do one great show. We was doing a 2-show format, but we're going to start sticking to one great show. Just let the artists play longer and let people enjoy themselves, because one thing about jazz lovers, they like to go home early. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't believe in shutting the club down at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They don't do that. Again, they got lives, they got church, they got businesses to run, and they got family. So we like to get them in. Show starts at 7, 7:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock. You know, we pretty much like to be in the room by then.
Mm-hmm. Well, viewers, you're watching the Rice Business Report offering for YouTube and Facebook. And at the same time also, we encourage you, we certainly do encourage you to watch for future productions with the Rice Business Report on YouTube. And at the same time also, going back to Leonard and Martini Blu, your venue is, I guess, in and of itself, head and shoulders above anything else, entertainment-wise, that people would find here. Sure, you can go to a movie, but hey, that gets stale after a while.
That's correct, man. And we want to give people something fresh, you know, something fresh, and something as to where couples can fall in love again. They can know each other again, and they can go on a date that's not just traditional same date. Let's go to the movies. That's you know, that's pretty much all they do. You know, so Martini Blu just gave people the opportunity to just, you know, spice it up a little bit, bring love back into the relationships, you know, and romance more than anything else.
Well, you know something? There are a lot of people like myself, and I'm sure you and Scott, we're in love with being in love. But I would have to say that the ingredients of great jazz, a great atmosphere, a night out at Martini Blu certainly are the correct ingredients to bring love about. Now, some people, they might get off on add love to their idea of being a rent or a DVD or something like that.
Yes.
But you know, that's not how we roll here.
Yeah.
Okay? There's nothing sinister about being in love, or loving one person. And you know, a lot of people think that, you know, when you talk about love, they want to love 1,000 women, but why not love your woman or your man 1,000 ways? Okay.
You can make a song now, man.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But what I'm simply saying is that what you're doing at Martini Blu is essential, not just for entertainment, but for relationships also.
Yes.
Would you agree?
I agree. Because like I said, one thing about it is romance is gone in the household now. It's gone. And how you bringing that back? And one thing you can bring that back is the smooth, calming music of jazz. You know, it's amazing when that jazz show's going on and the lights are dim and you see a guy grabbing that hand across the table, you know, or the young lady just sitting there in a relaxed state because the stresses of the day is gone, just because of the music that's playing. You know, and which is just, it's just a great sight to see.
And when you break it down, prior to coming, people are smelling good.
Yes.
They're looking good. They're feeling good. And they're saying, hey, let's go out for a great night at Martini Blu.
Yes.
Okay. And for $100 or, hey, word to the wise, get the VIP deal.
There you go.
$130.
That's it.
You can go to that, I forget the name of that big store with the big W, whatever it is, but you can go there and blow $150 and not come home or not realize the satisfaction of an evening out at Martini Blu.
That is correct. And like I said, we're going to continue to strive to keep jazz alive in Houston, keep the entertainment great, keep the food reasonable, and just continue to help put smiles on people's faces. And that's what it's all about.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. Do you play an instrument?
I don't, man. I wish I did.
Okay.
I can't play an instrument. I can't sing a note. But what I can do is enjoy the music.
Okay, so you were straight up entrepreneur / businessman.
That's it. And a love of jazz. That's what I am.
Well, let me ask you something. When you first came, how long did it take you to realize that there was a void of a jazz club here in Houston?
1 year.
1 year?
1 year. Yeah, as a matter of fact, 6 months. When we realized that it was a void, I was always an entrepreneur. I was blessed to run a lot of different companies. And I knew I'm a hard-working guy, and it's hard for me to punch a clock. And I said, what do you want to do? I said, you know what? When I was 23, my desire was on a jazz club, you know, and it just came to pass. When I got here, I said, this is the perfect time to do it. So I just stepped out on faith, you know, and we just did it.
Now, looking back now, any regrets?
No regrets. But did I make mistakes? Yes. You know, because in any business, you know, if you never did that business before, it's going to be mistakes that's going to be made.
Well, I like to think that, not to cut you off, but I like to think that it's not a mistake, it's a learning opportunity.
There you go. We can take that. A mistake is something you don't learn from, but there's always learning opportunities. And when you hit bumps in the road, when you get to a fork in the road, you got to know which way to turn, you know, which road to go down, you know. So we hit some bumps and some forks, and we started looking at evaluating what was what, and we just had to readjust ourselves to those bumps.
Absolutely. You know, I know like any restaurateur or business owner or club owner, when you look out in the audience and you say, Jesus, it's the show starts at 10 o'clock and it's 10:45 and you got 15 or 20 people out there and you're saying, what did I do wrong? How did I not promote this correctly?
Yes.
Okay. What's that feel like?
You know what? It don't feel good. It don't feel good. You know, it don't feel good because at the end of the night, bills still have to get paid.
Absolutely.
You know, but what you do is you learn from it. You look, and in the entertainment industry, people think it's easy. You know, but it's so many different factors that go into running a business and on entertainment, because you got to factor in the weather. Who's else in town? What's going on? What time of the month is it? Is it the first of the month? Bills are due. Is it last of the month? They get ready to pay the bill for the first of the month. Is there other big concerts going on in town? Is the kids getting ready to go back to school? You know, so it's so many different elements that you have to look at and deal with in running a restaurant. You know, as well as promoting and marketing and making sure you got the right act, because people think it's a handbook to this, but it's so many different elements that you have to deal with. It's just unreal.
And you know, that's why I guess you're in your line of work, you expect the unexpected.
That's correct. Yes.
Prepare for the unexpected, and hope and pray for the best.
There you go. You got to kind of work backwards. You know, you got to kind of work backwards, especially living in Houston. In Chicago, snow will keep you home.
Yeah.
In Houston, rain will keep you home. So if it rains, you're not expecting customers. If it floods, you're not expecting customers for a week or two. You know, so when you deal with all those elements like that, you know, you got to really adjust yourself and your schedule and what you do in accordance to the situation that you deal with at the time.
So far, in your estimation, what has been the best media for you for your return? For your return investment?
Social media.
Social media.
You know, social media is huge because now we got to realize reading the newspaper is almost obsolete. You know, watching television. People have busy lives now. People live by their phones. You know, we got our own app. We got a Martini Blu app because yes, we got our Martini Blu app. So you have to go to your app store and download our Martini Blu app on. We got on Android or Apple. So everybody is married to their phone. You know, so everybody married to their phone or social media. So social media is the biggest part, you know, that really makes sense to us. So social media, we really huge on social media.
Well, that's one of the reasons we're here, and I chose to put the Rice Business Report on YouTube, being that YouTube has got so many eyeballs.
Yes.
Okay, and people, like you say, they're married to their phones, so it gives them an opportunity, whether they're in their car, in their house, in the bathroom, at work, wherever they are.
Yes.
They got that phone right there. They don't leave home without it, let's say.
That is so true.
Now, tell us again, when you say social media, let me back up. When you talk about your app, okay, so you can go to the Google Play Store.
The Google Play Store, just type in Martini Blu. You'll see a nice blue icon comes up of Martini glass. That's our app. Once you download that app, you have access to all our shows, our website, all our PG events. You also get, every now and then we send out great promotionals, whether it's 15% off a ticket or different things like that, just for being, a loyal customer.
Apps are so mobile.
Yes.
Apps are so easy to use. And the fact that you can get a discount using the Martini Blu app. So a person's got every reason to download that app. It's not going to cost you anything.
That's correct.
And if anything, you'll be better informed. You'll save money with the promotions that you have.
Yes.
And at the same time, also, you can always share that app with somebody else.
Yes. And I always tell business this. I would have an app before I do a website. People say, why? I said, every day we have that phone with us, 24 hours a day. We eat with that phone. We sleep with that phone. And on that phone, what do you have on there when you open up apps? So now, if your app is already there, if someone wants to hear about Martini Blu, first when they look at that phone, they look at that phone most of the day. When that phone, first thing you look at your phone, all you see is all the apps on your phone. Yeah, that always keep your business relevant in front of people's eyes. So they say, oh man, Martini Blu, let me click on that. Or I want to go do something, let me click on that app. So now, they don't have to go to the website. The website is with them 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Versus you having a website that someone have to want to think about your business go to that site. But if the app is there, it's always in their forefront.
Well, I've often said to people, being in marketing and advertising myself, I've always said to people that websites are great if there's traffic, but if there's no traffic, and I hate traffic. If you're on 45 or if you're on 288 or if you're on I-10 and there's traffic, that's not a good thing.
Exactly.
But we would like to have traffic, business owners would like to have traffic on their websites, but unfortunately, we've moved on to apps.
Yes.
So that was a smart move to develop your app, okay? And whatever expense that it was, I'm sure it's come back to you.
Yes, it has, because you have to get with the times. You have to get with the times. Now, everything now is instant and microwave. Everybody wants things immediately now. And even with service, I remember when you had to get on the internet, you had to wait on the dial tone to get on the internet. Now, if you're not at your page within 5 seconds, you're complaining. So we're in a rapid pace now. We're in a rapid society, so you have to really move with the times.
Speaking of rapid pace and a difference in a more advanced society now, how do you do with millennials as clients, as customers at Martini Blu?
You know what? It's amazing because the introduction to the millennials is great because the atmosphere dictates the tone of individuals. It's all about the atmosphere. So when people come there, when the atmosphere is calming, they just fit right in. They just fit right in. And not only that, they love breaking the monotony now, because now it's not all that hustle and bustle like it used to be. They come in, they say, man, this is great, this is relaxed, this is fun, the food is delicious, I like this. So it's amazing just introducing the 26, 27, 28-year-olds to jazz. Because they was thinking jazz was a different type of music until they experienced it for the first time.
And again, I come from a school where when the customer or the client says, wow, you've really done your job.
Yes.
So if you get millennials, let's say, who come in and are introduced to jazz, and they find out it's not what they perceive it to be,
yes,
much better. So it has exceeded their expectations.
Yes.
Okay, it has exceeded their expectations, and now they want to come back.
That's correct.
And millennials, I mean, you can have somebody 20, 24, 25, 26 years old making more money, or maybe 3 times as much money as their parents ever made on a weekly basis.
Yes, they are. And those are the ones that are going to come out, and those are our future. You know, and it's just amazing that when you can introduce them to jazz and show them the different genres of music that they wasn't really exposed to. Whether they heard it, but experience it was two different things. Everybody knows about jazz, but how many people really experience jazz? You know, that's the big piece. Like, for instance, we had a 21-piece jazz orchestra at my restaurant.
21 pieces.
21 pieces, man. Wow. When I'm telling you that was the first time I ever saw a big band. Outside, I watched them on television. And it blew my mind. A 21-piece jazz orchestra here, 21 of the instruments, all on one accord. Man, Laurence, it was just a sight to see.
You know something, and no, he did say a 21-piece jazz band, not a 21-piece chicken box, okay?
Yes,
let's don't get it twisted. So I began to appreciate, I don't know if you can remember, I'm dating myself again, Barry White.
Yes.
Okay, R&B, but he had an orchestra.
Yes, he did.
Okay, and I said, wow, this country boy from Galveston, Texas, had an orchestra.
Yes.
And man, I didn't appreciate his music until after he had passed away.
Yes.
Okay, but the guy was a musical genius.
Yes.
To put together an orchestra to get that sound.
Yes.
So I can imagine how that 21-piece jazz orchestra had sounded that day.
Yeah, it was amazing, you know, and it just made me fall in love with jazz all over again. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. So like I said, man, we are just honored to be able to bring jazz to Houston, and we're just looking forward to doing that. This is something that I can do for the next 30 or 40 years.
Now, Kurt Whalum, he's a local jazz artist.
Yes.
Okay. Has he been at the Martini Blu?
Yes, matter of fact, he played at our jazz festivals in Mother's Day weekend.
Really?
Yeah, so we had a big jazz festival, and Kurt Whalum, man, very humble guy. A lot of people know that that Kurt Whalum is a minister as well. But he was very humble, man, just gave a great show. We had Jonathan Butler, he performed as well. You know, my favorite group, Take Six, they performed as well.
Oh, man.
Norman Brown, Amazing Moments by Lindsey Webster. So like I said, we had them all. Paul Taylor, Eric Darius, we bring them all.
You know, it's I'm going to mention a name to you, okay? Great basketball player, phenomenal jazz artist, Wayman Tisdale.
Oh, man,
okay.
May he rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Man, one of the baddest faces I ever heard, man. I remember I saw Wayman Tisdale, Jonathan Butler, and Kurt Whalum together, man. That show was so remarkable, and I saw him, matter of fact, I saw him in Chicago at Chicago Theater. And that show was so amazing. The people wouldn't leave. They wouldn't let them walk off the stage. Like, no, please, give us one more. Give us one more.
Right.
That went on for about 15 minutes after the show was over. You know, but just amazing guy, man. And he left here too soon.
Absolutely.
You know, he left here too soon.
Yeah,
but man, yeah, he did. And man, he will be missed. But one thing about music, it carries on.
It carries on, exactly. So I'm going to mention a name to you, Bonnie Liston Smith.
Oh my good, listen, man. You where you get all these guys from? You act like you know your jazz, man.
I'm not a deep diver, but I'm in the pool.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you a guy that a lot of people, man, well they know him, but I don't think they appreciate him. Winston Marsalis.
Oh, absolutely.
Winston Marsalis, man, is one of the most amazing composers that was ever out there. And people know him because he used to be on the Jay Leno show and different things like that.
Sure.
But those type of artists, I feel, don't get the recognition.
Well, his credits as a jazz artist got him that gig.
Yeah.
On the Jay Leno show.
Yeah, which is true.
And his brother Bradford wasn't bad either.
Yeah, matter of fact, Bradford, I was talking, a good buddy of mine, Vincent Gross, he said, Leonard, Winston's brother, man. Did you? I said, no. He said, listen to this cat is bad. He said that he be down here playing with trombone Shirley and all those guys down in Louisiana. So that's one guy that I am looking to bring in soon to do something at our jazz club. Yeah, so that's a tough guy.
If someone had never been to Martini Blu and they're watching this at home or at work or in their car or whatever, what would you say to them about the experience of coming to Martini Blu? for the music, the ambiance, the food, and the martinis?
I would say this. If you want a great time, grown, sophisticated, classy, you're missing out. Affordable. One thing that we always think about is our customers. First class service, great customer service, delicious food, delicious drinks, just all around good time. So what our slogan is come for the martinis, stay for the music, and come back for the food. You know, because we want people to have a total all-around experience when they come to Martini Blu.
Exactly. And you know, you said something there, I don't want to overlook it when you talked about the service.
Yes.
Okay, and service, great service, good service, excellent service is not something that you can find everywhere.
That's correct.
Okay, and a customer will easily remember bad service before they remember great service.
That is so true.
They'll talk about bad service for a half hour.
Yeah.
Okay, but they'll talk about great service for 20 minutes.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So there is a difference.
And one thing I always tell people, man, bad news travel a whole lot faster than good news. It's just the way it is. You know, gossip travels.
Sure.
Great news walks. You know, so we just want to walk a lot. You know, we want to walk a lot. But if you get great service, that travel as well. You know, so we just trying to continue to keep up with the pace and just be who we are. You know, people that know myself and Sky, we are not an act. This is how we be on a regular basis. You know, we are very humble. We don't let things get to our head because, again, if you're in the restaurant business, you're a servant. You know, and we just believe in serving.
And you know, that is so important that when people serve, you know, I'm a photographer also. And when somebody compliments me with an email, thank you, and I says, well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve. Okay? Giving me the opportunity to serve. And every day when we get up, there's that opportunity to serve, and people will remember that.
Yes.
Okay? Your professionalism, courtesy, you're affordable, and that speaks towards everything that you do at Martini Blu.
Yes, it do, Laurence. And man, and we just want to thank you, man, even allowing us opportunity to come on the Rice Business Report, even to talk about Martini Blu.
Well, I had to have you after our conversation last night, and I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she had gotten a promotion email from Martini Blu. And I says, how come I didn't get one? Because, you know, I'd run the ad in the magazine, and your marketing director, I forget his name, he had sent me the ad for the Jazz Festival, and he sent me a generic ad for Martini Blu. And so I began to get more curious. I wanted to continue my Houston learning experience and move away, not so much sort of forget, but just sort of move away from the different chambers of commerce that I have involved the magazine in. I wanted to go to the other side and find out about entertainment, hospitality here in Houston. And I've heard nothing but good things about Martini Blu. Nothing but good things. Okay, even the free parking. I did notice in one of your advertisements that it said something about buying a dinner and get your parking validated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes, because in the Galleria, everything was paid for parking.
Sure.
You know, so we, like I said, we pretty much got away from that. So now people was able to come to the restaurant and validate their parking was free. Yeah, so that's one thing about it. We didn't want to tax people. Pay for parking, pay for entry, pay for dinner, pay for drinks. They all paid out at the end of the night. So the least we can do is make sure when they come there, we can kind of ease some of the burden and at least throwing that parking free.
Absolutely, because parking is a big thing.
Yes, it is.
You know, nobody wants to have their car towed or have to pay a parking ticket. So in and of itself, there's value there.
Yes.
It's added value to coming to Martini Blu.
Yes, it is.
Okay, the ambiance, the food, the music, the martinis. So when you say, hey, parking, and parking is so important to people.
Yes, it is.
That, hey, that's their first question, where am I going to park?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say I salute you for having a thought about that. Okay, and particularly I've been in the Galleria area, and you got to have a place to park.
Yes.
Okay, you got to have a place to park, because without a place to park, then that discourages people from wanting to go in the first place.
That is so true.
Okay, so again, I want to say thank you again, and let me just ask you a few more questions now. When you started Martini Blu, and your inspiration was the void of a lack of a jazz club here in Houston?
Yes, it was the void of a jazz club. Plus, it was always my dream. You know, like I said earlier, at 23, I knew I wanted to own a jazz club. You know, so I was able to fill a void and also, you know, go after a dream. You know, so I was able to do both. You know, so I was privileged and honored to do it. I'm honored to still be around to continue to do it. You know, because in this business, it's a tough business. You know, and to stay relevant, you got to stay around. So we just honored that we was able to stay around and continue to be relevant.
You know, what I hope the Rice Business Report brings is a additional exposure.
Yes.
Okay, additional exposure. But more importantly, I would like to target populated populations. Okay. Let's say the people in the medical community.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say people who work at the airport. Let's say people who work at downtown Houston. Let's say people who were looking for, you know, they got the income.
Yes.
And they got the time on the weekends. Hey, let's go out and have a good time. Okay. And even if someone's single, so it's not necessarily you have to be coupled off.
That's
to come to
correct.
Martini Blu.
That is correct.
You might come to Martini Blu and find your next husband and your next, well, a husband or a wife. I shouldn't say next.
Yes.
You might find a husband or a wife.
That is
because
correct.
that's somebody who is like-minded. They're in the same place you are, and they're enjoying the things that you enjoy.
That is so true.
Okay, so that speaks towards people, whether you're married or whether you're single,
Yes.
to come on and check out Martini Blu.
That is true, and that's one thing that is not just for married people. We got a lot of singles that come as well. Generally, we have a lot of ladies that come as well. We are primarily 70% women. So if you're single, come on out. If you're married, come on out. But just come on out and have a great time at Martini Blu.
Okay, and behave yourself accordingly.
That's it.
Okay. Hey, Leonard, thank you very much.
Thank you, Laurence. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'm glad you did. I enjoyed it even more so. Okay.
All right,
and I
great.
appreciate you coming on such short notice.
Yes.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, I think this was an 11.
All right, thank you, Lord. And like I said, I'm definitely going to continue to support the Rice Report. Man, you continue to do what you're doing. And let's continue to spread the word, not only about Martini Blu, but about the great things that you're doing that's bringing light to jazz in Houston as well.
Well, as added value, I'd love to be able to bring my cameras
Yes.
to Martini Blu and interview some of your customers and post those interviews onto YouTube.
All right, we definitely want to do it. And again, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you, Lord.
Thank you so much, okay? Thanks for watching, and look for more productions from the Rice Business Report, our new offering on YouTube. And you can pick up us over on Facebook also, but it's not for the grown and sexy on Facebook. It's for the classy and sophisticated on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.